What is up, everybody? This is the Insane One here, back once again with another Destiny 2 Season of the Haunted gameplay. And so pretty much from the little flashback that you guys are witnessing right now, well, actually, once again, I don't really have to mention about the flashback, but we were pretty much, I forgot, I don't have to mention it, but we last left off with actually trying to help Kaito face her nightmare and overcome it. But of course, as all first timers, when dealing with their nightmares, they are going to fail. And since she wasn't bound to or like wasn't around when we did the ritual with Eris, so it like the little things, the things that I placed down wouldn't have helped. And then so pretty much Eris had us do some investigation on the moon just to find out that Callus has been getting desperate and using his loyalists to sacrifice their lives to the pyramid, so that way it can help him out with his manipulate Kaito into breaking down and everything, because I guess he's trying to break everything Kaito is trying to make, if I'm correct. So yeah, now it's time for week 2, where we're gonna help Kaito actually overcome it, if we do, because this might turn into 3 times for Kaito. But so without wasting my time, let's jump on into this haunted season. I forgot to mention that I was gonna be continuing this as my warlock and everything, because like I said, I was gonna do the last one, if this is the last one, as my warlock, so that we can see her side of the solar.
We stand at the precipice of victory. There is but one final link that remains between Callus and the pyramid, and we are ready to strike at it. Kaito has been brought into our ritual bond. She is now prepared to confront the nightmare of Gaul and undo her father's work. However, by my estimates, Callus has already infiltrated the paracausal matrix of the lunar pyramid. The dark below groans and churns with excitement at this revelation. Emanations from the lunar pyramid whisper a singular psychic demand to all who can perceive it. Rejoice. Callus is overconfident, and we must take advantage. Go, return to the Leviathan and prepare.
Yeah, I forgot that in the the little audio thing, Kaito was talking to Eris after calling her a hive-tainted witch and asked if she can do the ritual on her. So yeah, I forgot. So now Kaito is bound with us. Well,
Harvester stirs, hungering for the pain of what was lost.
Yes, not.
My Leviathan will not so easily bend to your will.
You have drawn out a powerful nightmare. See that it is destroyed.
You're in trouble now, bad boy!
Hey, bro, you're the one that want to jump over here.
It is time. Light and dark align, turning into a burning recollection of terror. Seize that power and become a reaper of nightmares. A new nightmare rises, but do not fear. Destroy it as you have the others.
You're in trouble now, bad boy! You're in trouble now, bad boy!
Heavy is the burden of leadership, Empress. You see how Zavala strains not to buckle beneath it.
He holds all of humanity on his shoulders.
And how much do you carry on your own? Rest.
Kaido will arrive shortly.
Alright, let's see if I can find the last callus.
Drop pod breach successful. The ship has turned rancid. The Leviathan's transformation is a spreading miasma. When we stop here, take the engines, Guardian. I ascend another path, but I will see this through with you.
Come to challenge me again. The beaten always do.
I'll just let you know that Wonka ball was already damaged before I even got to it. Callus shouldn't be hard now since I already found like an annoying spot for him to be in. Or the annoying spot that he was in. It was annoying. Like, I looked back there, and it's crazy because I said that looks like a spot I can go in. But I just thought I couldn't because of all the little clouds that normally, like the little mist, little shadow mist, indicating that, man, that this area is blocked off and for enemies only. Until I accidentally jumped back there because I was just irritated. Now you guys can actually see the solar rework at work. Since you know I'm not in a place that we can my kills be taken.
The cabal from Callus's stagnation. Now your myth-keepers list the world's lost, not added. They speak of what once was, and no longer of what could be. Is this the new cabal you've envisioned?
We've built human scribes conjuring purpose for us, futures that never came to pass. Theirs is the buzzing of insects caught in turbulent winds. When the wind shifts, so will they.
Dang, dude, you're on the way. I wanted to do a certain melee that I like about the Warlock. Try it on these dudes. Yeah, the little snap, the Thanos snap, disintegrate them all. One thing I found interesting and like, and you can back that up. See if Callus is back
Plant your
here.
amplifier and do not linger in the spores longer than you must. The interference has returned, more complex than before. Something language adjacent, but familiar. A translation of a translation.
Final Callus.
I have offered gold and power and so much more, and still you deny me. Good. Every bond you sever, every piece of my fleshy hull you storm, paints a worthier tale, crowned by the triumph of my expansion. In truth, this is what I always desired, my good friend. defined by what we are not, after all. Unfortunately, this duality we are partners in is short-lived. Soon, I will grow beyond such small ideas as conflict. Until then, I will savor our time together.
The final Callus audio. I knew it was gonna be back here because this spot was pretty much for no reason. Sorry, so of course they're gonna make that a Callus area. And look, I didn't get these dudes killed. I mean, I didn't get them killed in the last video. It was just that off video. I got them. Oh, what the hell?
Your edge alignment was poor.
Guardian,
Kaido,
Where's body go?
dispatch this light spawn and send its head back to the city.
silence! You are a weak imitation of the Gaul I knew.
I am limited only by your weak imagination.
I will find you at the end.
That sword. It's amazing. Oh, you opened the door for me? I ain't gotta do it no more?
You stand with the Traveler's puppet against me? You have grown fat from weakness, drunk on their patronage.
You demanded I rule in your shadow. With the Vanguard, I stand equal. The Cabal stand equal.
And now I know what to do. Yeah, going somewhere. Yeah, keep on. The bobblehead ain't back here, is it?
The interference is a voice. I've heard it whispered through the tree of silver wings on Io and beneath the ice of Europa. But it does not speak to us. This connection must be severed.
Yeah, come on. Slow poke. Yep. Pushed right through you. Satisfaction. I feel like I get to burn you. Thought you was going somewhere? Go ahead, walk into that fire.
Fan turbines offline. The final severance awaits.
They are using the Cabal, using you. The Empire is cattle flesh between the city and their enemies. They will let every last one of us die to save themselves.
They have proven otherwise. I do not fear our enemies. The light is at our back, and we are the Cabal. We eat the mountains. We drink the seas. Let them come.
They love that. She loved that chant. He got snapped to death. Look at all the Scion was put to work, actually, finally.
Get on with it.
There goes his sword again. It's so funny to see Kaido so big touch that and then just fumble.
You were never able to best me, Keitel. That's why I left you to hold my throne.
I was fighting with weapons you gave me. Now, I wield my own.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, step up to plate to a warlock this turn. You faced my hunter and my titan. And both, they they just straight put you to shame, especially the Titan. Like, I just punched you once and you was gone. Light is no match here, because the reason why Savathun Light was stronger than yours is because you actually had, because she actually was blessed by the Traveler. Whereas you pretty much just used the little device to consume it into you or some bull crap. You just cut our connection off. I mean, hell, you did, actually, yeah, you did have the light. You stepped into the light during the boss fight, and you used our supers against us, but it wasn't actually gifted to you, so you actually wasn't able to have its full potential. Whereas Savathun, he did. That wall. Y'all jump together?
You're in trouble now, bad boy.
Alright, let's do it. Warlock Super against another Warlock Super. Y'all can move. That's one thing y'all can do. Nobody told you to come over here. Is he on top of me? He is. Bro, don't get mad at me because your super wasn't that good. This is my roller radiant.
The dreadful blade manifests from the Harvester.
Yeah, come on. That boost up. That way I didn't have to waste my time. And y'all get slapped. Slowed. How did you get? Go, know who be running. How did you? Most of you guys are wondering why I keep jumping in the air to heal me. It's because that's the only way I can heal myself as my Warlock, because I have that option. I mean, I just have the option just to see it. It's not like the original healing rift where you just place it down and it's there for a few seconds. Like once I use it, it's used. Dang, you guys really are all over me. Like, what are you doing? Calm down. Oh. Go. Stop jumping around. Move.
Dreadful blade manifests from the Harvester.
Crush him with your light, as the Traveler did!
I did most of the work than the Traveler. The Traveler may have absorbed them, but the only reason why the Traveler was able to do that.
it, boy!
Did she win?
You are nothing more than a child playing, Empress. You lack my drive and your father's vision.
The old ways are dead, Dominus. I forged a new cabal in my image. It does not require your approval.
Oh, damn. Dang, right in his crotch? Why you stiff?
I see you, H.E.L.M. I see your new cabal pulled from the jaws of extinction. You have surpassed me. I attempted to subdue the light and burn for it. But you wield it on your war council. What conquest is more deserving?
You still don't understand. It wasn't conquest. It was compromise. An act your traditions never would have allowed.
You have finally grown beyond the prescriptions of your idols. Despite my legend, Call is flesh. His words are only words. Like yours.
There is a difference. Mine are better.
It sounds weird hearing Gold talk like this.
Was that it, then? If dead men and sanctimony are all Callus has to threaten me, he might as well turn the Leviathan around and run.
How could you... How are you able to do the thing Okay. Ah, finally. Not acting up. Big as shit down there.
It is strange. What we are to those around us, and what we are not. The Dominus was a hero to my people. Self-made and defiant. He inspired many. But the Leviathan's trickeries allowed me to see Gaul as the Vanguard did. Dangerous, relentless, cruel. Those were qualities I embodied to survive Callus's interpretation of fatherhood. They kindled in me a stifling reliance on self, on action, and nothing else. Most of all, Cabal wished to be seen. Our conquests recognized and ratified by the shockwaves they send through the Empire. The impact we leave. But an endless war in pursuit of glory leaves only ashes. When I am gone, it won't be the impact of my conquests that shape the Empire. Instead, it will be the quiet of peace in the company of allies. Well fought, Guardian.
Well fought to you too, H.E.L.M. But I don't think it's over still. I think we still got one more thing after this.
Victory sits before us, and yet it feels strangely hollow. We have severed what should be the final connection to the pyramid, and There is no reaction from the Leviathan, no reaction from Callus, and the lunar pyramid's psychic emanations are quiet. I cannot help but feel as though we have not weathered the storm, but merely stepped into its eye. The nightmares contained within the crown of sorrow are seething. Something is coming, Guardian, and we are not prepared. I would ask that you return to the Leviathan, continue to imprison the nightmares aboard it, while I attempt to ascertain what has changed.
I mean, technically, we still have Ikora if she's not affected. Still got Mara if she's not affected. Petrovenge, Lord Saladin. Because I feel like it feels like there's supposed to be something right here, at least someone. Seems like there's some gaps in between people. I mean, bro, you are just big sitting there.
Eris told me what happened. How are you?
Tired and old.
But do you feel like a legend, Kettle?
I will break you in half, small man.
I can't imagine it was easy. That confrontation after all this time. Mine wasn't.
You are not mistaken. I know what Gaul is to your people. A symbol of death, ruthless ambition. But he was so much more than that to me. He was an idol, an inspiration to all Cabal. Even though he was born to a low station, he rose. How he rose. I was blinded by the light of his accomplishments. Unable to see the man inside. Unable to see his self-aggrandizing corruption. I refused to believe he was as much like my father as he was. It repulses me how much I still feel for them both. In spite of everything they became.
It's hard to challenge your idols. Even harder to make the decision that you will be different. But then you look back on your life, your own mistakes, and you wonder how you'll be judged when all is said and done. I'll never know Gaul as you did, but I know you, Kettle. I see you.
That is all anyone can ask for. To be seen as they are.
Well, that was something.
You wield the light. Remember that.
Inferno. The Red Legion might never have come to this system had you stayed away from our forward bases. I knew the Vanguard was risking war with the Cabal when we landed on Mars. But we needed to reach the Black Garden no matter what. So you provoked one enemy to avoid annihilation by another. Much like Keitel when she brought her fleet to Earth.
Alright guys, that was all for today's Destiny 2 Season of the Haunted week 6 for everything. The question is, what is next? What is going to happen for next week? Will we actually see Callus come out and we'll have to like fight a whole bunch of nightmares just showing up and everything, or we're just gonna see or maybe it's probably Eris's nightmares that probably is not connected. You saw all those damn nightmares on the moon surrounding her. Still, she helps other people bound her nightmares, bound their nightmares, but doesn't bound hers to get rid of them. They're still just sitting there on the moon around her. She's like, at this point, that's her family at that point. and everything. They're just crowded around, just whispering random things. I'm like, at that point, that's got to stop. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's Destiny 2 Season of the Haunted gameplay, you go ahead and leave a like and comment below, share your thoughts what you did think of today's video. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss any coming gameplay for Destiny 2 and so on. But until then, peace out.